YouTube, it's your boy Alex, man. We're back in another video. So we got today's video by Burdens. What is Steve Kerr doing? Um, as of the time of this recording, the Warriors are 15-12 on December 23rd, 2024. So I mean, they're 3 games above 500. I mean, I don't really expect Golden State to really do too much. I mean, I know they got Dennis Schroeder, but I don't think that they're gonna really make some noise come postseason. I mean, I could be proven wrong completely, but I mean, it should be interesting. I don't really know what Golden State's gonna do to Steve Kerr though. So, um, yeah. So if you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe down below. It's around the road to 6K, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out, man.
Alright, so you read the title, you're probably a little bit confused, and it might take me a few seconds to get to the point, so please follow me here. You guys remember this iconic regular season game between the Warriors and the Thunder, right? We all remember that. You may or may not remember what happened at halftime when Draymond Green and Steve Kerr got into a verbal altercation where the police had to be involved, they had to be separated, it was all that. And you guys remember the iconic line that Draymond said in that, confrontation.
He was yelling and screaming, "I am not a robot. I know I can play. You have me messed up right now. If you don't want me to shoot, I won't shoot the rest of the game."
It was hilarious at the time.
I don't remember that. I mean, honestly, I was just deja vu. I don't remember them getting into a scuffle during the game, especially during that, I guess, third quarter. So, I mean, that's Draymond being Draymond. I don't know what else you want me to say about that. You can be that energizer bunny. I mean, for the good or bad of the team. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Basketball and have fun. Steve Kerr came back and he wanted Draymond Green to do what he wanted Draymond Green to do. He wanted him, in Draymond's words, to be a robot. And if your coach is telling you don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, you're gonna lose confidence no matter how confident you are. And Draymond and Steph and the Warriors offense in a lot of ways is very robotic, right? So that brings me to last night, where the Warriors get a big win on the road in Minnesota. No Draymond, Steph plays amazing, Trayce Jackson-Davis has his best game of the year, Pods has a great game. But after the game, Steve Kerr went up and gave this weird pointed quote about how the young guys need to look for Steph. This is what he said.
You pass the ball, because you pass it 2 or 3 times, the defense is scrambling, all hell breaks loose. So it's a choice. We can either do that and win games, or we can shoot, a whole bunch of 15-foot contested shots in the middle of the shot clock and be a lousy NBA team. It's up to us, and we are hammering that point home with our team. Thank you.
And inherently, he is right. But I don't think people need to be told to look for the greatest shooter of all time. I think people kind of know that, and they know that enough, right? There are some extreme cases like Kelly Oubre back in the day would just ignore Steph all the time. That's not really what's happening. But then Pods had this response to a reporter asking him about what Steve Kerr said.
Steve ended his press conference by talking about, how some of the young players on the team are still learning how to play with Steph. Some shots early in the shot clock are not good shots. We need to pass the ball. That's what you do when you have Steph Curry on your team, that kind of thing. When you hear that message, what do you think?
Man, I don't really think I just play. When I'm out there, if I'm open, I shoot it. If not, I make play. I don't really look too much into, I know we have Steph Curry on the court, and if he's open, I'm going to throw the ball to him. But yeah, I don't really look in too deep into those messages.
And if you look in the comments of that post, all you see is, man, this guy's arrogant. Get him off the team. Does he know who Steph is? Guys want to play basketball. But if I'm Pods and I know Steve Curry's the coach, I'm supposed to listen to him, but I'm trying to play basketball. I know Steph Curry is Steph Curry, but if I have an open shot, I'm going to take it. If I have an open lane to the rim, I'm going to take it because I'm a basketball player. I'm not a robot, as Draymond Green was saying.
This situation is weird. I mean, like, obviously, if you got Steph Curry on your team, you're going to want to find them, but I mean, you don't want to be, so passive that you're passing them open looks. I mean, just, hoop and play basketball, bro. You're at the NBA level for a reason. I mean, you shouldn't know what's at least a decent shot for yourself, or just at least know when to hit the open man. So it's just, the situation's kind of weird, and just it just hurts your confidence if your coach is having you say hey, pass the ball because you don't think you can shoot, pass it. So it's just I don't know, man.
Steph Curry's quote was a little bit more lenient, right? Because it's telling you, if you got a lane, take it. If you got a shot, take it. Be decisive, right? Cool. Steve Kerr is almost coaching more indecisiveness, right? I'm Kuminga, I get the ball, I could beat my man right here. I could beat my man one dribble layup, but get it to Steph, get it to Steph. I'm Brandon Pajemski. I have a wide open pull-up 15-footer, no one in sight, no one near me. I worked on this shot all summer. Turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. Where's Steph? Where's Steph? And if you watch the Warriors offense, when it breaks down, it's because they're all standing around looking for Steph and not just playing basketball. Maybe I'm being dramatic, maybe I am, but if I was a Warriors fan and I heard these quotes, I would be alarmed about our chances of ever getting number 5. I really would, because the Warriors are stuck in this system. And they keep going back and forth, but really we know they want to play this way. Steph Curry wants to play this way, Steve Kerr does, Draymond Green wants to play this way. Their own little basketball, exclude everybody else, right? That's what they want to do. And if you're Kuminga, again, Kuminga, there's a lot of blame you could put on his shoulders for not being better by now. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Like a week ago, it was Kuminga's in the starting lineup. We got to see what he really has. You know, if he's going to be this player, he has to take this step. Back to the bench. Now Kuminga, don't take any mid-range shots. Just give the ball to Steph. What are we doing here? There's so much mixed messaging that you almost feel bad for Kuminga at this point, because he doesn't even know exactly what.
And what's so different,
and if you want him
because obviously, like, these 2024 Golden State Warriors, they're not that
valuable
2017
asset, then you
juggernaut
also
Warriors that
won't
they
give
did when they had Clay
starter
and
minutes
KD.
to.
But the
It makes
difference
him
was is that when you had
asset.
Steph,
And to be
KD, and
extremely
Clay,
clear, I don't think
you
Steph
had
Kerr's
like
comments were
three
meant
of the
for Pajemski
best,
at all.
basically three of the
But the
best
attitude Pajemski has
top
is the
at least
correct attitude.
20
If they were
15
afraid, right?
shooters
That's
of
exactly
all
what he should
time
do.
on your team,
His comments were
basically.
really made for
So you'd
Kuminga.
want to be able to
Steve
have
Kerr
more
just keeps doing
ball
this with
movement and
Kuminga,
like
and Steve
motion
Kerr's right.
spread,
Kuminga
like
does have the
5 out
best ball. He
offense and
does have
whatever
the
they were playing
best
at that
Steph move.
time,
But he
so that you
also
can
has
get
to
good quality
be
shots. And now
himself.
compare that to the
He also has to be on the
2024
court,
Warriors,
not
when you just
overthink
got
it.
Steph
And
and
this
you're just
comment just
predicating
makes
on
him
like get Steph
overthink
wide
it
open
even more. It
looks.
makes him even more,
Defenses can
you know,
key in
less
on that
willing
and
to
just
go
be
be
like,
amazing on
hey,
the court. And that's what you
we're
actually
gonna
need. You need
not let
someone to
Steph beat us. We're
be
gonna
that
have
mammoth,
everybody else
cutting
beat us.
space
So
and
like
getting to the rim and
Brzezinski,
creating
Gary
his own
Payton,
shot. That's what you need,
Kaminga,
Steve
you
Kerr.
guys beat us. We're
So
not
if you
gonna
want
let
to
Steph
coach
beat
him to
us.
be
That's
Andre
probably their
Iguodala,
game plan
just
going
train,
into games
right? Just
as of
train.
right now.
And it's
So I
also
mean,
such
it
a
shows in the
false
record
premise
wise
that
that they're
Steph Curry
15 and 12
stuff
for a reason, because they're
doesn't
just
really
playing
work
average
anymore. That
basketball.
is relying
They're
on
not
the
really
defense
having
to
that
break
like
down. So
freestyle
they can
type of
break
movement that
down
they
the
had years
defense,
ago.
right?
So I mean,
And even
yeah.
if we look at last night and how Steph Curry closed out that game, it wasn't like, oh, this elite ball movement and you see the right play being made. It was the Wolves being stupid, acting like they've never seen Steph Curry play. It was lazy defense by Julius Randle. And yes, the Warriors can beat a lot of teams like that. But if the Warriors are trying to get where they need to go, they need Kuminga to be able to be special, not be Andre Iguodala. So I'm not saying Steve Kerr is wrong that Kuminga needs to play smarter, but I think saying this actually can only be a negative. There's no way that is a positive, right? In the long-term outcome, maybe he makes one more right play or two more right plays, but now he's more scared to make a great play. He's more scared to attack the rim or more scared to get into his easy little 10-foot pull-up mid-range bag, because Steve Kerr told him, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. We just pass the ball around and hopefully a team messes up and Steph Curry can get a 30-footer. That's what we do. That's what we do. If you have a good shot, you don't take it. You don't take it until Steph Curry gets a great shot. That sounds good in theory, although a lot of these Steph Curry shots end up not being great shots. That sounds good in theory, but again, dudes are basketball players. They're not robots. So I understand what Steve Kerr is saying. Don't make it seem like I'm not understanding what he's saying. I'm saying there's no positive that comes out of that. You think Jonathan Kuminga doesn't know who Steph Curry is? He also thinks he can be a special player and needs the room to be that. You also told him last week, go be that, go be a star, and then you bench him. So the mixed messaging is crazy. I understand a lot of people are going to be upset in the comments of this video, but I do know these guys aren't robots. As Draymond Green said, I'm not a robot. But go ahead and let me know why I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know that nobody should ever shoot the ball when Steph Curry's on the court. Let me know all that down in the comments. We just hit 6
Yeah,
minutes. Thank you.
so I'm gonna end it right there. Great video by Burns. Yeah, these Steve Kerr comments are pretty weird. I don't know why he would openly say that about his team. I mean, like, obviously they're not robots or human beings. So, but even to the point of just them playing basketball, like, obviously you want to get Steph open. He's the greatest shooter of all time. We know this, but it's just like, even still, like, you're deterring the other guys on your team by just like getting them to pass up open looks in order to get Steph. his shots. And so it's just it obviously shows in their record that that's not winning basketball. Like, you got to be able to have like free motion, be able to get shooters looks off of backdoor cuts, and just be able to set like pin down screens or flare screens in order to get shooters open and whatnot. So it's just like the style of basketball that the Golden State Warriors had back in the day compared to now is just so much more different, and it really just shows in their record why they're not really that um championship caliber team that they need to be in order to get ring number 5 for them. So it'll be interesting in the next couple of months, just if they're able to make any trades in order to get another playmaker or shot creator, or if they're just going to keep the same team and just hope that the chemistry gels by then, and so that they can make a deep playoff run. But that's all for today's video. If you guys take today's video, make sure to like and subscribe down below. I'm starting to lose my voice right now, but I'll catch you in the next one.